How's it going, guys? Chris back here again with some more Brawl here on MTG Arena. Today, we're playing Kaervek the Punisher, who is insanely good, actually. Like, he is, wow. So, whenever you commit a crime, I think we want that one. No card advantage, please. So, whenever you commit a crime, you may choose exile to one black card from your graveyard, and then you may cast that card. So, it's the reason why he is so good is because he's not restricted to to any card type. As long as the card is black, he can cast it. So you cast a Thoughtseize, and you can get a Go for the Throat from your graveyard. And when you cast that Go for the Throat from your graveyard, I messed up. Oh well. We'll just get down Sheoldred. Green decks, they don't like Sheoldred anyways, especially green blue. Um, and you can basically build like a I'm gonna kill your stuff tribal deck and mow down your opponent's board. As long as you have the mana, he can do it, and that is what makes him so amazing. I don't think I've gotten anywhere near an optimal build for him yet, but see, this is a crime, and now I can Thoughtseize. Now, Thoughtseize does cost me 4 life. Like, it is expensive, but it can just eat the best things in your opponent's hand. Like, it is a good card on its own. We're not here to argue whether or not Thoughtseize is good. Being able to cast a second Thoughtseize is what makes it amazing. The problem is, like, you have to have a life gain something to not die to the boy. Which, fair enough. Go get a swamp. And, yeah, game over. We're going to a game two. He's really fun. I've been really enjoying it. Let's say I built these decks yesterday. Well, this one and another one. And after playtesting them, I kind of just went back and playtested this one again in my free time because, wow, and I don't know. One of the vibes I got from playing a dozen or so matches with the deck so far is that my optimization isn't quite there yet. Like, I feel like there are scenarios where Kaervek just doesn't get started as well as he could because of card choices in the deck. Like, I don't know, the artifact package is kind of something I think is really good in black because we don't have the other forms of ramp that you would get in green or even in red with your treasures, that kind of thing. Um, like mana rocks are pretty standard as far as my deck construction process goes, right? And I feel like maybe he doesn't need as many, but then again, like during the times when we do manage to go off, it's because we have all that extra mana for mana rocks, and that we can chain together 4 or 5 removal spells in a single turn. Um, Maybe a mill package is what he needs to. I don't know. It's not necessarily that I think. Well, we drew. Okay, that's it's been a while. Although the arena has acted a bit strange today, I will admit that because it is for some reason the store was locked a little while ago. Don't know what that was about. I was like, I got my 1,000 gold. Let's see if we open something interesting. And no, locked. Either way, this is our real game too. Yeah, it's not that I don't think the deck is like optimal. It's more that I think there's more space for the commander to uh, to be built in that doesn't uh, that isn't represented in the deck, right? Like I think if you want like a mill package, you could get a lot more black cards into the graveyard a lot quicker. And so you wouldn't have to wait as long to cast Kaervek. Like generally we're casting Kaervek on turn 3, but he's not really giving us a great benefit to being on the battlefield on turn 3, right? Like he is there, and on turn 4 we will commit a crime and then maybe be able to cast something, but there's no guarantee of that, right? But if we mill a bunch of cards beforehand, it's conceivable with how cheap some black removal has gotten lately that we could have like a turn 4 play where we Heartless Act into Thoughtseize into Bloodchief Thirst, right? Like that is a hypothetical turn 4 play. It would cost us a bunch of life, but uh, it's reasonable to assume it's possible. Well, we do need to kill that boy, but we don't have a way to kill him at the moment, which is sad. I think I just go for this. Ramp things up. Doomblade is exactly what I wanted. Puppeteer doesn't really have a concise target at the moment, so we're not going to go with him. They can just play a land, pitch Golos, which is not good for us. It's really not good. And I'm looking at some of the best ways to gain life in mono. Oh, well, that's really bad. Um, my card advantage. We can Doomblade and something else. Hello. There we go. That was very weird. So let's auto pay for that. Golos has died. Will need to be recast. Bolas has lost loyalty to straight up kill a creature, so we're off the hook in that regard. He is eating our hand, which is not great. But our opponent has Golos mana again, so they can just play Golos again. This is probably one of the reasons why Golos is one of those hated commanders. You answer Golos, and then Golos is immediately ready to step up to bat to make life miserable again. Don't have a Planeswalker answer at the moment, which is kind of problematic, but I guess if we draw a swamp, red presence does deal with it, but then it's open to a nickel bullet removal. Although you generally don't see opponents take down the -3 on Bolus when they only have 3 loyalty. Hmm. Hmm. Lot, lot not to like here. I guess we One Ring. We One Ring and pray for a land. doubt it's a land. We'll wait. We have the 4 for it anyway, so we can get a Dread Presence trigger off of it. Another swamp. Authority's Protection. Good to see, good to see. Tybalt has gone out of range, though, so that's pretty bad. One ring. That was a good card advantage. Why? Why, opponent? What have I done to you? Now the Dread Pleasant plan is bad. Wait, is it? It is. You'll counter this opponent. You don't want to lose that guy. I mean, you'll have the ability to counter it. That's what I mean. I mean, I'm slowly building my way out of the hole. Do I even have creatures? I do not. Yeah, I think I'm going to concede this one. This is pretty well lost. Alright, on to game 3.5? 3.5. Because we we had one draw in there. We're technically on game 3 because we didn't play 2 other games, but we're also not on. It's complicated. I don't know, man. Yeah, Kaervek has of the new commanders I've played so far, he's probably one of my favorites. Speaking of one of my favorites, Obika, how's it doing? The problem that this deck is going to have with Obika is that she's very tough. She's very tough. And that hand was not doing tough, so we're gonna ramp if we're not threatened by turn 4. Key the archive. If we are threatened, we'll One Ring. We may even get in an Orcish Bowmaster in here. Orcish Bowmaster. He's a good lad. Did we get Notion Thief? We might have gotten a Notion Thief on Arena now, which is my boy is dead. I'm not pressured, so I'm gonna key the archive. Don't have the mana for that. I'm gonna Skyclave Relic. Don't have the mana for that. Cabal Stronghold is good. It's we've got so many other good utility lands now that it's harder to get mana out of it than it used to be. When are we gonna get the other Cabal? Yeah, I just don't have mana for it. We have to Ravenous Chupacabra. Obika must die. We cannot tolerate her existence on this mortal plane. She is a threat to all things. Discard card. Orrery, I guess. the archive. If they counter it, I don't have to discard, and I'm perfectly fine. Rude. Realmbreaker returns, only to die. I guess not. Yeah. That is exceptionally rude, opponent. You can draw with haste. So she won't deal any damage, which means old Obika will not get to trigger 1,000 upkeeps, and then Feed the Swarm will silence her for a minute, maybe half a second at most. I will still have mana. Uh, Go away, Obika. Submit 0. One, two, three. We're almost there, not quite. Ouch. Please stop. Hello, Arena. Ouch. In hand. That boy has instant speed. I'm more in the mood to kill an Obika, if I'm being honest. So we're not on ring 1, which means we're still good. Ring 3. One ring tier 3 is where the problems start. Interesting. No dragon damage for me, please. Enough dragon damage. Bloodstain Mire. Get another swamp. This is going to be a bit of a balancing act. So, how much do I get from you? 5. If I do this, I don't have enough mana for. You know what? I'll have 2 mana left over. Like this is a safety option. It hurts our chances of survival. Because our opponent is free to deal any damage that they can this turn. But at the same time, how many shrines do you control, opponent? I only count 1. Ugh. Too much card draw. Too much card draw. You gonna Obika? Remove some counters from that. Decline. The dead ring bearer right there. Oh no! Extra turn. Hate to see it. Now I am defenseless against the hasty Obika. We're drawing cards. This is crazy stuff, opponent. Crazy, crazy stuff. Chill on that, maybe. One card here, one from upkeep. She has menace too, which is obscene. Yeah, I think I've seen enough upkeep triggers. I know what this goes. Came so close. So close and yet so far. Either way, thank you guys so much for watching. If you did enjoy, remember to leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you next time. Bye for now.